It is the Mountaineers Now postgame show presented by Country Roads Air Duct Cleaning. I'm Schuyler. That is Christopher Hall live from Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, West Virginia, falling to Ohio State 78-75 in overtime in Cleveland. Raekwon Battle goes for 24 points and 10 rebounds. Noah Farrakhan 19 points, and Roddy Gale Jr. led the way for the Buckeyes with 32 points on the night. Chris, let's just dive right into this one. It seemed like it was going to be a long night for the Mountaineers at the start. Kind of felt like it was going to get away from them, and then they switched to that 2-3 zone. Ohio State can't solve it until the second half. That allows West Virginia to climb back within 2 at the half, and they were able to kind of keep within arm's length distance all the way throughout the rest of the game.
Yeah, rebounding still continues to be an issue. It's, a big reason why they fell behind early. I think Ohio State several times got 3 or 4 second chance opportunities on one trip on the floor. So Eilert challenged them. I think they were down minus 13 on rebounds at one point, and they ended up coming back, only losing by 1 rebound when it was all said and done. But you just kind of go back to that, and it's a game of inches, and you kind of look at how that overtime, how the final minutes in regulation went, and they really could have won that game had they just rebounded early in the game. And you just kind of, when you watch them rebound, it just looks like fundamentals. Sometimes it looks like they're just blocking out themselves or fighting amongst themselves. They just need to find the opposing jersey and put a body on them. It's really that simple at times. So rebounding really is the key. Neither team really shot the well until Ohio State. They went a perfect 3 for 3 in overtime, and that was really the difference in the final 5 minutes.
Yeah, West Virginia obviously continues to be hampered by Jesse Edwards' absence. Cook only had 2 points and 4 rebounds tonight. But how about Pat Sumnick? The way he stepped up, gave really good minutes on both ends of the floor for West Virginia.
Yeah, career high 9 points, matched a career high 5 rebounds, and he steadily gained confidence. We'd like to see a little bit of hands on him when he's in the paint and be ready for the ball. But he's someone that they really gonna have to lean on here in the next few weeks, and he looks like he's starting to accept that challenge. And they're going to need him. It's not going to get any easier from here. Ohio State's a good basketball team. They fell short twice at the time. Well, that's against one at the time was ranked opponent, but
Yeah.
that may have been their best test. I know Penn State got him out there playing against zone, and their coach credited that loss as why they won tonight, is facing that adversity. With West Virginia, their key 3 players right now all just started playing, and that's really the difference with this group right now. With between the 2 groups, you got one group that just started playing together, and the other team that's been playing all year and been down that stretch together, and they found a way to win at the end and found their open guys in overtime. And sometimes it's really that simple at this time of year, and a lot of these big games and these big matchups, it just comes down to fundamentals, and if you don't have the fundamentals, you're going to find yourself on the losing end more often than not.
Yeah, critical no call there at the end on Raekwon Battle when he was shooting a 3. Your thoughts on that, and then also what you felt like led to West Virginia kind of slipping up there in overtime.
Missed calls happen, and that's why when you have opportunities in regulation like rebounding,
Yeah,
just get that stuff done. Don't allow it.
four
Uh,
offensive rebounds in one possession isn't going to do it.
don't
So,
don't allow don't allow them to do that, and don't allow, and then game calls like it won't come down to calls like that. It's unfortunate that they missed that call, but it's in your hands. You can't go down 13 rebounds in the first half. That's just bad. That's bad basketball. And I mean, really, bad calls are going to happen. If you're a Mountaineer fan, it feels like it always happens to you. I'm sure Ohio State fans, when they left, felt like they got the short end of a lot of the calls. But you can only take care of what you can take of, and I'm probably beating a dead horse. But you just got to rebound. Rebounding has been so atrocious all season long, and it's like it takes a wake up call when they go down 10, 12 points, and they really put themselves in a bind. If they would just do it the whole game, they probably find themselves up against an Ohio State 10, 12 points. So they played well against Toledo, where they rebounded good enough. But tonight in that second half, that's the kind of rebounding you need for a full 40 minutes. So hopefully they can take that tape, take that lesson, and move forward. Because if they don't fix the rebounding, you're just going to fall more heartbreaks like this, more probably a lot more as the season goes on.
Absolutely. Definitely a heartbreaker for West Virginia. You feel like you need to get one of these under your belt here soon before the season really slips away. And oh yeah, Big 12 conference starts now, so it gets easier,
And
right?
they get to play at Houston, the number one net ranked team
Yeah.
in the country. So yeah, it's not going to get any easier anytime soon.
4 of the next 5 games for West Virginia against ranked opponents, starting as you just mentioned with Houston, who is undefeated, one of the top teams in the country. So that's not for another week. That's a good thing also for West Virginia because that's another week where they can get Jesse Edwards closer to coming back. This is week 2. That'll be week 3. And it's a 4-week recovery expected. So we'll see if he can come back a few games into Big 12 play. But right now, West Virginia desperate for a win. They'll look to get back on the right side of the column next Saturday when they travel to Houston. So that'll do it for us here tonight on the Mountaineers Now post-game show. West Virginia again falling 78-75 to the Buckeyes of Ohio State. That's Christopher Hall. I'm Callihan. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on YouTube at Mountaineers Now and give us a follow on X at the same handle. We'll see you guys next week.